Hey there, wanted to share something with y'all. So, if you're like me and you struggle with terrains, which I'm not a very creative sculptor, there is this. It's called World Machine, and it is a terrain generator. It will generate height maps, and it can export to Unity, UE4, UE5, probably Godot, I'm not sure. But they have a free community edition now, and it's really powerful. It's really cool, and I'm going to show you some of it right now. It's free for non-commercial use, so uh, you will need to buy one of the full licenses. I don't know how much that is, but it's good for learning and good for prototyping, and it gives you a really cool starting off point. Get that demo looking great, get a Kickstarter going, and then you can come back and buy it when you're ready to ship it out. And it is not powered by AI, so when I say generates, it does not, it uses mathematical algorithms and stuff, so it is not AI at all. And it's really cool. I'm going to show you real quick. So when you first boot it up, this is what you see. It gives you a free little or a little demo terrain, but we're just going to delete all that real quick. Bam. And so there's a bunch of different tools. I haven't used them all yet, but the ones I have used are awesome. So in the generator tab right here, you'll see you just click and you can drag it out, and just that one node gives you a pretty decent little starting point. And you can, let me zoom that out a little bit. Let me make that a little bit bigger. So you can change the steepness just with sliders. It's like a character creator for land. And just playing around with a bunch of different stuff, you can come up with something pretty cool. So you just connect wires. If you're in Unreal, you're used to that anyway. So we can bump this up or down as we want, change everything. And there's different drop downs for you to do different things. But my favorite, so there's all kinds of different drop downs. That one looks kind of cool. Ooh. Anywho, my favorite one is this one right here called Shapes. So we drag it out, then it puts a little paint map on top of what you've already got. So if I click this, I can click this little pencil icon right here, and then I can customize it the way I want. So let's say I wanted this to be a lake, but I wanted it to be a little bit more shaped well. So I just drag this in. I'll do it like that. And then the default value for the height, you can change the height. So if I wanted that to be like that, and let's say right here would be like a little, like this is where my main gameplay area would be. I could just drag this down into what looked to be about a good level for it. Say about there. They have a path tool so you can click and drag. And this actually can work pretty well for caves. So you can adjust the fall off if you select the one and then adjust the fall off. And then doing the same thing, you can dig it in to the ground and make like a cave path. And what I really like about this is if I do another path and I come through like that and then click path, adjust the fall off, dig it into the ground like that, and then I connect the points. They're now connected. So it can be like a branching path. Oh, as long as as long as they're right there on each other. But then you can grab that whole thing so it's non-destructive. I think you can even rotate. I'm not sure. I'm still playing around with it, but it is really awesome. And you can't rotate, but Well, you might be able to rotate somewhere. You can change the width of the bottom of it. You can change the fall off to make it more steep, less steep. But I'm going to delete that one, and we're just going to go with this one being our kind of little demo. And then I'm going to put kind of mountainy area all around like that. And then with that path, I'll change the fall off a little bit. Then I'll just drag it up to where somewhere about there. Drag that one here. Make sure our little play area is still okay. And then if we hit this green button, and then we can pop into here, and that is basically what the terrain would look like. There's all kinds of other generators you can go through and look at. There's nature ones, so you can add like erosion and stuff. So if you watch over here, so I do this, you can see it gets smoother or rougher, shifts the mass balance, all kinds of stuff. So I'm going to get rid of that one real quick. So for demonstration purposes, I am going to just go ahead and output this. So in the outputs, once you get done playing around and figuring out what you want, then it is the height output, and you just plug in everything to it. And then with this selected, for Unreal Engine and Unity, you want to make sure you're in the 16-bit RAW file, and then just write it to disk. It'll build it for you. But you can even get like splat maps so that you have texture generation on the other side. There's all kinds of stuff. There's all kinds of tutorials on it too. This is just kind of basically an overview to share it with y'all and show you how to get it into Unreal and looking halfway decent. So if we jump into Unreal, then I got an empty map here. Do I have a floor? Where's the floor? So there is a little bit of a scaling thing you gotta do when you first bring it in. So I'm going to delete that and go into landscape mode, and I'm going to go into import from file and then go find that file. You probably want to change the name. I just have been playing around with it. So. But you'll see it gives you the green outline, but it looks a little rough. If we change the Z scale to 60, it seems to look a little bit better, but just play around with some of this. I have heard, I think it was in one of Vertus's videos long time ago, that messing with the scale can mess things up. I'm not completely sure about that, but I haven't noticed any issues. But just doing that, fit to data, import. It'll import it, and there's our landscape. So you can see there's that lake bed that I cropped out, and then there's the flat area with the mountainy ridges behind it. And it can be a little bit easier to get started in case you're like me and struggle with when it's just a blank square. So that's always the hardest part, is the blank canvas. But then you can go in and just do your sculpting that you want. So in case you're like, I want to extend this out a little bit, or you need to flatten things out, or whatever you need to do. But do be aware that when you grab your player, there's my player start. I'm going to move it over here. Oops. Crap. It is a pretty massive landscape, so you will want to, as soon as you bring it in, drop your player character and then just kind of look at it from around his perspective. It is great for those scenic vistas and mountains in the distance. But once you decide you want to start sculpting it in, then kind of get a scale comparison of your character and look around. But it can be great for getting that natural beginning look, which doesn't apply to this because you don't have a camera that you can rotate around. But for your game, might be different. Might have a different camera that you can look around. But yeah, so I just wanted to share that because it's super cool. And I will see y'all shortly to continue on the farming one with we're gonna do a shop and in PCs. So see y'all soon.